Alright everybody, how's it going? It's yours truly. We're going to be doing a review and demo of this voltage tester from Klein Tools. This is the NCVT-1. Let's get the review portion out of the way before I show you how to use this thing and utilize it in your arsenal of tools. It's incredibly easy. It's a one-button operational tool, and that's really about it. So the review portion. What do I not like about this thing? Well, this is $20. This is the most entry-level voltage tester that you can get that's actually reputable. There's only 3 that I recommend from 3 different companies that I recommend you buy a voltage tester from. Klein Tools, obviously. Milwaukee does an excellent one, and then Fluke. Those are the only ones I would trust my life, with. I trust my life with this tool. With that being said, though, it doesn't feel as sturdy and as robust as some of the other options that exist. If you're just a simple DIY or a home improver, this is going to be perfect for you. You don't need to go the extra mile and get one of the more higher end voltage testers from Fluke, let's say, or even Klein Tools. They offer waterproof, they're drop resistant, that sort of thing. So if you spend a little bit more, you get all these additional features. So this is very bare bones. This is very basic. But with that being said, this is an excellent tool. It's always been 100% reliable just from me using it. So that's fantastic. I'm not kidding, guys. This thing just works. Like I said, I trust my life with it. I like the color. It's bright. It's yellow. It's really easy to spot in the corner of your eye. Of course, I have to place a lot of emphasis on this part that I'm hard at seeing. So being able to find my tool when I need it, if it's somewhere on the side or something, is incredibly helpful. It's easy to use, of course, just one button operation. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Just one press, and then of course you get 2 forms of feedback. You get audio feedback, so there's a very nice speaker or something inside of this tool, and it's very easy to hear when this thing is on, when it's detecting volts, and of course you had the visual feedback here. So right now it's green, so it's not detecting any volts, obviously, but then it will turn red when it does. I'm going to demonstrate that in a moment. Let's go ahead and turn it off. Again, just one button operation. And of course, if you run out of batteries, let's say you're changing out a bunch of outlets and maybe some electrical appliances, and the battery runs out, you don't got to worry about leaving this thing by an outlet, leaving this thing by wherever you can to charge it. You just go ahead and replace the batteries. It accepts AAA batteries. And that's about it. There's no gasket or seal here, you guys. So this is not waterproof. So you do not want to get this thing wet. We're working with electricity if you're using something like this. So hopefully any sort of liquid does not come into the equation. Why is this so difficult for me? There we go. And it's got a nice little clip here, a nice little plastic clip. You can leave this on the side of your belt. You can, put it on a harness. The side of a tool bag or something. Maybe you got a pocket, like a breast pocket or something. It's just an incredibly nice, convenient tool. It's very smooth, very, very smooth. It's going to fit anywhere. All right, so I'm going to show you how to use this thing properly, and maybe show you some other unique situations where you would want to use a Klein tool and where this thing might come in handy. So let's just go ahead and get started. Let's start demoing this thing. Oh yeah, by the way, say hi to Popcorn. She's sleeping. Yeah, she's asleep. Here's one of the limitations of this very simple NCVT-1 voltage tester. We have this outlet right here from Leviton. This is one of their tamper-resistant models. So I'm in a kitchen right now. I'm in my kitchen right now. And you certainly, in my personal opinion, I like to have the tamper-resistant stuff here. So if any food or whatever, debris from things that I'm making end up on the electrical outlet, unfortunately, the tamper-resistant stuff is going to help a lot. And also, a lot of people are investing in tamper-resistant outlets, especially when they have little ones. However, this is going to have a difficult time testing the volts. All right, so it's on right now. Yeah, so right now I'm pushing, I'm being pretty forceful, and it's not detecting anything whatsoever. But it's not the end of the world. There is a workaround. I'm going to go ahead and remove this plate, and I'm going to show you how to use a voltage tester against an outlet that's tamper resistant. All right, so we have the plate off. So right now it's on. So we have 2 forms of audio, 2 forms of feedback, audio and visual. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm testing the side with the black wires. The black wire usually indicate that those are the hot wires. Those are the wires that have all the electricity and stuff flowing through them. And that's why, and for me right here, for this Leviton, it's on the right-hand side. Now we're not going to notice, when we're going to see right here that this is the neutral side. This has the white wires, and nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. So if you have tamper-resistant outlets, this is how you go about testing to see if volts are flowing through them. You can just test it out like this. Now this is just a regular standard outlet. It's in my hallway, and if I go ahead and place this through the hole where the hot wire should be, it should go hot. Pretty simple. And if you do it on the left-hand side where the neutral wire is, nothing happens. But on the right-hand side, all right. So now what we're going to do is going to go ahead and test if there's any volts going through or going to these light switches here. However, the voltage tester, the NCVT-1, is not sensitive enough to permeate the plastic or even the switches themselves. So we're going to go ahead and remove this plate, and we're going to see if we can go ahead and test for volts. All right, so now that we have the plate off, we are going to go ahead and use our voltage testers to see if there's any volts going into one of these outlets, or I mean one of these light switches. I apologize. So again, we have our little voltage tester on. The NCVT-1 is green. Let's see if we can. So you can't find any voltage just by using the voltage tester, making contact with the actual switch itself. But the wires back here tell a different story. Yeah, so it went red. So this is hot. She's hot. Of course, we turn it on. Shazam. All right, now I'm going to show you one more thing that you can use the NCVT-1 voltage tester for, and we're going to go ahead and step outside, but really quick. This is an incredibly useful tool. I've showed you how to use this with a standard outlet. I've showed you how to use this with a tamper-resistant outlet, and of course, you can test for volts on a light switch, even though it won't allow you to initially, as long as you remove the plate and you have access to those wires. Just be careful if you want to. Wear some gloves, keep a safe distance, but this thing is, it's going to work. It's going to work as advertised. I mean, any obstacle you can generally get over. So let's go ahead and step outside. I'm going to show you another thing really quick, and then we're going to conclude the video then. I took my electrical panel cover off. Now, if we go up here, this is what the your electrical panel looks like without that cover. Now, this isn't the best way to do it, but you can, and I have done it before. You can use your NCVT-1 voltage tester to see if a circuit breaker is no good. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on and check this out. Yeah. So right now there's electricity running all throughout my my home. All these are on, obviously. Everything works. All this hardware is brand new. But just to make a point, I actually have diagnosed a broken circuit breaker with this NCVT-1 voltage tester. As funny as that sounds. So yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Let me know what you think of this voltage tester if you have it. If you have any questions or concerns, go ahead and just leave a comment, and I'll do my best to reply. Peace out.